Janice Gray from Unitarian Universalist Society of Amherst. Yeah, you guys have to move. Janice, you're going to use the microphone? I'm going to see if I can get it into a... Well, this will probably work. Does this work for you? If I make it a little lower?
Well, first of all, you spared me having to introduce myself, but again... Oh. Okay. So, as I've been already told that I am, which is a good reminder, I'm Janice Gray, a resident of Shrewsbury, and a member of the Unitarian Universalist Society of Amherst. Am I doing okay on the mic? Okay. So this piece, you still can't hear me? Okay, well, this is going to be a bit odd, but I'll try. So part of this was written by me, the main historian for our congregation, and part of it was written by our minister, so it's a blend. So she's here too, the Reverend Rachel Hayes. In 1887, Universalists in our area have been meeting in rented halls in Amherst. They'd gather to hear traveling ministers preach a radical message of God's love. All people are loved. All people are destined for salvation. God loves us all too much for hell to be real. In November 1887, the group voted to form the first Universalist parish in Amherst. In 1893, with support from larger Universalist organizations, they built a meeting house on North Pleasant Street. Another group of liberal Christians in Amherst, the Unitarians, began sending their children to the Universalist Sunday School, since their beliefs were closer to the Universalists than that to their theologically conservative cousins, the Congregationalists. When the Massachusetts Universalist Convention was no longer able to support the Amherst congregation in 1897, the Universalists disbanded and sold the building to the Unitarians. Then the Universalists and Unitarians in town joined to form Unity Church, 64 years before the Universalist Church of America and the American Unitarian Association consolidated as what is now the Unitarian Universalist Association. In the 20th century, the liberal faiths of Unitarianism and Universalism were profoundly influenced by religious humanism. Though our congregation was founded by liberal Christians, a small fraction of our members today would identify as Christian. Rather than holding a common creed, we are led by our shared values of justice, equity, transformation, pluralism, interdependence, and generosity, grounded in love. We embrace a diversity of beliefs and welcome people of all backgrounds to participate in our Sunday services and community. You are welcome to join us any Sunday morning at 10:30, still in the wooden meeting house on North Pleasant Street in Amherst, where you will hear the words that echo our Universalist and Unitarian ancestors. We are one people of many beliefs, many origins, sexualities, and genders. We are all growing, all learning, all loved. Just as you are welcome here. Warning, I can't sing very well.
everyone can sing, is what I believe. Hi there. Can you hear me okay? My name is Kat Novitsky. I use she, her pronouns. I'm a member of the Unitarian Universalist Society of Amherst, and I live in East Hampton, which feels very far away from here, but it's not that. And we are also happy to be here and so grateful to be in community with all of you. I'm going to share a reading called We Hold Hope Close. And it's written by contemporary Unitarian Universalist minister, Reverend Julia Jamaica Soto. In this community, we hold hope close. We don't always know what comes next, but that cannot dissuade us. We don't always know just what to do, but that will not mean we are lost in the wilderness. We rely on the certainty beneath the foundation of our values and ethics. We are the people who return to love like a North Star, and to the truth that we are greater together than we are alone. Our hope does not live in some glimmer of an indistinct future. Rather, we know the way to the world of which we dream. And by covenant and the movement forward of one right action and the next, we know that one day we will arrive at home. And thank you. And we would like to share with you two of our favorite hymns. These are UU classics. The first, and we're accompanied by our guest here, so thank you. The first is Spirit of Life. It's a hymn that we often sing in our services. And the one that we'll share at the end, This Day We Come, is actually a hymn that we sing every single Sunday at the end of our services at our congregation. It wasn't that way in a previous congregation I was a part of. But I wanted to offer to you the way that we sing the song every Sunday, and you can choose to join if you would like or not. However you feel, that's the thing. UUs are all about choice, right? So you can choose. But we in our congregation at the end of each service gather around in a circle. It might be a little challenging with the pews here today, but we hold hands and we sing this song, This Day We Come, together, and we look at each other. Both of the hymns happen to be in the program. Hopefully you can see most of them in the scan that you have there, but we'll start with This Day We Come. Oh, sorry, the Spirit of Life, and second we'll do This Day We Come. And if you'd like, you can hold hands and be together in community in that way.
Spirit of life, come
united in love of life in there. Hopping Tree Sangha is going to share with us next, and then finally a song by Annie and Peter. Please.
Hello, my name is Josh Aaron. Greetings from Hopping Tree Sangha. Helping Dr. King come to that realization that that was necessary. And we continue to sit and breathe and walk weekly over at the UU, where you just heard from. We were next door at the yoga place for many years until the pandemic, and then we went online, like many of you. And so now you can sit online Monday and Friday, or Wednesday, or in person on Thursdays. So Roxanne's going to read a little excerpt from Thich Nhat Hanh, or Thai, in Vietnamese means teacher. So here's Roxanne, and then we'll close it out with a song about breathing, and can't get more universal than that. So here we go.
Thanks so much, Josh. And thanks to this wonderful church and all of the faiths here today. It's been such an inspiration. So I'm so happy to be here today. My name is Roxanne Bogart. I'm from Amherst. And today I'd like to read to you from the book, The Art of Living, by Zen Master Thich Nhat Hanh. And this is an excerpt from his essay entitled Being and Doing. My name, Nhat Hanh, means one action. I spent a long time trying to find out which action this was. Then I discovered that my one action is to be peace and to bring peace to others. We have a tendency to think in terms of doing and not in terms of being. We think that when we're not doing anything, we're wasting our time. But that's not true. Our time is, first of all, for us to be. To be what? To be alive, to be peaceful, to be joyful, to be loving. And this is what the world needs the most. We all need to train ourselves in our way of being. And that is the ground for all action. When we see injustice, violence, and suffering all around us, we naturally want to do something to help. As a young monk in Vietnam in the 1950s and 60s, together with my friends and students, we did everything we could to create a grassroots Buddhism that could respond to the enormous challenges and suffering in the times. In all this work, we learned that the quality of our action depended on the quality of our being. So, every week, we organized a whole day of mindfulness practice at the nearby Bamboo Forest Monastery. There, we practiced sitting meditation, walking meditation, and mindful eating together. And we took time to listen deeply to one another's challenges and joys. With the energy of brotherhood and sisterhood, like us here today, we created a wonderful, happy place of refuge. So, as well as saying, don't just sit there, do something, we can also say, don't just do something, sit there. Stopping, being still, and practicing mindfulness can bring about a whole new dimension of being. We can transform our anger and anxiety and cultivate our energy of peace, understanding, and compassion as the basis for action. When we can do this, the work we do will be of great help to ourselves and the world.
The words, the words to the song are also in the back of your program. It's called Breathe and You Know That You Are Alive, written by Sister Annabelle. Breathe and you know that you are alive. Breathe and you know that all is helping you. Breathe and you know that you are the world. Breathe and you know that the flowers breathing you. Breathe and yourself and breathe for the world. Breathe in compassion and breathe out the joy. Breathe and be one with the air that you breathe. Breathe and be one with the river that flows. Breathe and be one with the earth that you tread. Breathe and be one with the fire that glows. Breathe and you break the thought of birth and death. Breathe and you see impermanence is life. Breathe for your joy to be steady and calm. Breathe for your sorrow to flow away. Breathe to renew every cell in your blood. Breathe to renew the depths of consciousness. Breathe and you dwell in the here and now. Breathe and all you touch is new and real. Breathe. And one little introduction. So when I met Thich Nhat Hanh, I was on retreat. It was Rosh Hashanah, and so was Peter and Annie were there too. Quaker mom, Jewish background. Thich Nhat Hanh always says, I don't want to make you a better Buddhist, I want to make you a better fill in the blank.
And I must say that Josh is the most interfaith person I know because he follows the Jewish tradition and the Buddhist tradition and the AME Zion tradition. So he brings into life interfaith harmony.
All right. Well, Peter and Annie, take us home.
Well, how is everyone? Okay. I'll probably use that mic over there of yours. I just need that. We're going to sing a song called One World, and we didn't put the words in the handout, but the last line of every verse is repeated, and I think you'll pick up on the chorus.
This is
One world in which we live together. One sun shining on you
source of all peace and all love. We thank you for bringing us together from our diverse paths, our different ways of finding love and peace and you, to bring us together in respect, in open hearts, and in love for each other. Help us to build on the love and the peace that we've experienced today in this room and have it spill out over our community, over our state, over our nation, and over our world, where we know it is so, so needed. Thank you for being with us today. Reception across the street in the town hall, and there are refreshments and things like that. We hope we can visit and meet with each other if we have time to stay on the call. Thank you.